Any good scientist knows that what you call the external world is as much you as your own body. Your skin doesn't separate you from the world, it's a bridge through which the external world flows into you, and you flow into it.
Let's start with a question. The question I'm going to ask is one which you probably have asked yourself occasionally. Where is our universe? Now, I've asked it for 40 years to various audiences, and I usually get people to point. Our universe is there. It's all around us. It's everywhere. But very few people give the answer that I hoped somebody would give, which is that our universe is inside you, because that's actually true as well. Among many other places it's there. Now, why is that? Why do I talk about such things? Well, we had, obviously, you know from history, an idea that the Earth was the center of a surrounding universe, and that was very flattering and comforting to us. And astronomers ruined that. Astronomers found that the Earth is just one of several planets, the stars and galaxies are very far away, and people like Pascal and others would say things like, "The eternal silence of these infinite spaces frightens me." Well, is this really a cold and indifferent universe? My father was a big help to me in starting to explore the universe and nature, and the first thing I remember about science at all was his taking me out at about the age of 4 to show me a snapdragon and how you could squeeze the side of it and its jaws would open. I later learned that only a bumblebee can pollinate snapdragons, because only a bumblebee is a strong enough insect to open up those jaws and get inside and get to it. I thought that was a pretty remarkable aspect of our local universe. He also took me to the library just about every 2 weeks of my life until I left for college. And about the age of 7, he gave me a book from there on supergiant stars, which turned out to be the subject of my doctoral thesis. He took me to visit observatories like Griffith Observatory, Mount Wilson, Mount Palomar, and out into the desert where I could see the stars and even the Milky Way. And then, of course, you probably remember something called Sputnik was launched, and schools upped their desire to teach us science. I was even able to take a telescope home from junior high school for a semester. I learned a lot about optics, and at Harvard I learned a lot about astronomy, culminating in a senior thesis I did with Carl Sagan as my advisor on a search for intelligent life on Earth using weather satellite pictures. When I went to UCLA, I very soon, my first year there, discovered a comet. It'll return in 180,000 years. And it took me several more years during the Vietnam War when I had a student deferment, but finally did a dissertation on carbon stars showing that they actually make the carbon from helium, as is shown here, and that's the kind of stuff that happens that gets inside us. It makes us and bees and snapdragons possible. Well, I had an experience of feeling the universe when, after learning a lot about how the solar system operates, how it works and everything in astronomy classes, I was camped out on the beach at Big Sur, and the sun was setting, but I saw the sun setting not as going down, but as the horizon rising up to it. Well, that's something that I learned was really what was happening. The Earth was pulling away from the sun. The part of the Earth I was on was going eastward, and the beach was going away from the sun, and that's why it appeared to set. I could actually feel the Earth turning. I could feel that motion that I was in. I felt a few other things that night, but let's see who else thought about this kind of idea. And the eyes in his head see the world spinning round. That's the kind of thing that was in the air at that time. So I looked up later in the evening and I saw Jupiter up there, and I knew from the positions that I could tell in 3 dimensions how Jupiter was moving and the Earth was moving around the sun. A little bit later the Milky Way became bright, and I could see that and sort of imagine that I was feeling where the whole solar system was going around Sagittarius, where the center of the Milky Way is, in the direction of Lyra. Well, here we have to add something in about what feeling is really like. I think our earliest feelings, all of us, were feelings of touch, probably prenatal touch. And that's pressure and texture and temperature and things we feel. You can see feeling the water there. We're feeling our universe all the time. I like that acronym I have there. I hope you like that acronym in the French at least. That's feeling our universe. The sun gives us a very warm touch. I like to go out on the beach. I did a lot of my doctoral thesis lying on the sand on Venice Beach. And our sun, of course, was called a god by many human traditions. And it is a life star powering almost everything on the earth. We're in contact with that star, and we're in contact with all the other stars, including those who are inside us right now with their material. You are made of stardust. And astronomy now shows a universe that's entirely interconnected and interacting. And I think personally that that's the biggest insight we've gotten from science in the past century, how connected the universe is in all ways. You do our universe, and when you throw or catch a ball, you are our universe playing with it. You have our universe's power. When I was thinking about giving this talk, like some others, I was a little nervous about talking to all of you, and I said, that's okay, the universe is giving this talk. It really is. And the universe is listening to this talk right now. You have the power of the universe to do that. And we're conscious of the universe. We're the universe feeling, choosing, caring for others, dancing, loving, and even laughing at itself. Now, if you'd like some ideas as to how to begin to feel as our universe, see things as a child. Things are new and fresh and unpredictable. Everything is to be viewed as though for the first time. Zen mind, beginner's mind. Can you feel our universe as it feels you? Forget not that the earth delights to feel your bare feet, and the winds long to play with your hair. On the other hand, sometimes people and their smartphones have a little narrower view of their surroundings. So in Oregon, where I live, I have this license plate which tries to advise them to keep in contact with the universe, okay? The universe isn't always a nice place. We feel pain sometimes. We have to deal with tragedies and suffering. Rachel Carson said, the more clearly we can focus our attention on the wonders and realities of the universe about us, the less taste we shall have for destruction. And nothing changes until feelings change. Is there a purpose for our universe? I actually think so. Being joined to the universe fully is like being part of a gigantic cooperative team. And what does that team do? Well, we have evolution that has created foresight, and I think therefore purpose out of that. And I would claim the purpose is driving us toward beauty and giving education to children. The first consideration should be that the seeds of beauty are sown in their hearts. This is my own small part of our beautiful universe, where we try to enjoy nature and maybe add to it a little bit if we're able to. And what we feel is obviously more important than what we know. That's what we live for. Do we have 600 seconds here to talk? I guess that's 10 minutes. Take 10 seconds, close your eyes, and take 2 deep breaths, please. Thank you very much. You are our universe breathing right now. In the serenity and quiet of this lovely place, touch the depths of truth and feel the hem of heaven. So stars are in our flesh and bones, and we help our universe do all these things, and everything's interconnected. Feeling our connection to the universe strengthens us. I've said how knowing about the universe through astronomy has helped me to feel it more. I think that feeling the universe has helped me know it more as well. And joining feeling and knowing together is what really glorifies our universe. From our times of our birth, there was a song, you can be better than you are. You could be swinging on a star. So thanks very much for your attention. And ask not what our universe can do for you, because you are our universe singing its song. Thank you very much.
You can be better than you are. You could be swinging on a star.